and show you how. Do you want to learn how to manage your Zoho One application? Well, in these tutorials, we're going to show you exactly how you can do that and the most important ways to go about managing it. In today's tutorial, we're going to give you a very brief overview of the Zoho One application so you know what all the buttons are and where to go in the next tutorials. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, now that we're logged in, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. So when you first log into Zoho One, this is going to be your new dashboard, your new command center, so to speak. This is slightly different from the previous old Zoho One version. So if you're coming from that old version, this is very new, this is very sleek, and I highly recommend you checking it out because it's very cool. So we can have our pinned apps over here and our other applications on the left-hand side. This bar just pops out. And this allows us to go to any of our applications that we're using. So for example, we could go to CRM, we could go to Sales IQ, that opens that one up. But generally what happens is it opens it up in the same tab, which is quite nice. So we have analytics, we have WorkDrive, we have Click. So you can see all of our main applications we're using right over here, all in one spot. So we don't really have to worry about going to other links, having multiple tabs open. We can just have it all over here, which is very, very nice. Now, in addition to that, we have options to go to our directories and calendars down here and actually pin and remove different applications. So we could remove, let's say, Begin, but then we could also click this, find Begin again, click on that, and then it would be back at these other apps section. So there's a couple different ways to navigate that and manage it as you go along. Now, if we go back home here, you'll see you have your own dashboard. We're going to set this up in a different tutorial, but just know that you can have your own dashboard. It'll give you a very brief overview of your system as soon as you log in. So you see the most important items right here. But now we also have this getting started option, all these different tabs. So when you click into all these different applications, you'll see the different tabs up here for those applications itself. Now, in order to get to the settings of the Zoho One service, you can go over here and this will take you to the settings tab. Actually, that's a lie. That takes you to the CRM settings. So we have to go home. So let's exit out of that. Let's go back to Zoho One, to our home over here, and then we can hit the settings tab here. So this settings tab will allow us to access our Zoho One settings. So now that we're here, we can go to the dashboard, our organization, our applications, our users, all of our good settings that we can come in here and manage. So be sure when you're using this tutorial, when you're going through it, make sure you always go back to the home tab up here and then click on the settings icon up here, and that will take you to this application. Now, if we were to go back and just click on this icon over here, we do see a bunch of options. We see that there we have the My Account, so I can click on that. I can again go to My Account and edit my settings over here. And then we do have the Sign Out and Manage over here. So this will take us to our Zoho Payments page and allow us to update our users, change our platform, change our pricing, whatever we're using there. That will be where you go for that. I just want to give you a very brief overview of how to navigate the system because it can be slightly different from what you're used to. So that is it for this one. We are going to be talking about setting up your Zoho One service in the next tutorial. So make sure that you subscribe below to make sure that you get this content as soon as possible, and make sure you're liking and commenting on our videos. It really does help us reach more people who need to be able to see this info just as much as you do. So make sure you're following along with our other social channels like Facebook and Instagram. We're building an awesome community and we can't wait to see you there. Bye for now.